So it's an official house for the government. So the government here in Qatar, Emir is the ruler of the country. The power is hereditary with transferring from father to son. If the son is not available, power will transfer to the person whom the Emir choose within their family. So the Emir is the head of constitutional authorities holding both legislative and executive powers. So the Emir appoints the Prime Minister and the other ministers also. So the Council of the Ministers is a cabinet, so they are the supreme executive authority in the country, assisting in implementing the general policies of the state.
Hello guys, welcome back again. This is your boy Real Estate. I'm back again with another video. I'm back here in Doha, Qatar. I'm just taking a city tour, and I'm gonna be showing you guys every part of the city that's like popping right now. Right now we are at the government center, and we're gonna be going to like a kind of like a cultural center downtown, kind of like similar to like the U.S. where downtown Vegas, downtown California, downtown LA, and yeah, just check in with me. You guys just stay along with me, and I'm gonna be showing you guys everything about Doha right now. It is 2026, it's August right now. I'm sure you guys heard the news, but we're just keeping it going, trying to see if it's if everything we hear in the news is the same, so. But yeah, y'all keep following me all over the net. Real estate, I'll be dropping travel videos, cultural videos, and videos about real estate, everything real estate, really, to be honest with you. Everything, with getting your first property down with like no down payment, or buying your property overseas. I'm trying to buy a couple properties here in Doha, and possibly in Jordan and Oman as well too. I heard they have great property tax. Well, actually no property tax out here actually, so I heard. And they also have a lot of tax incentives as well, and tax credits that beats the United States.
Here nearby you can see one of the clock, if you can see on the right side. This is a countdown clock for the FIFA World Cup. It was counted down the dates, hours and minutes till the beginning of FIFA World Cup. And in the middle of the sea you can see like the ring, that's the emblem of FIFA World Cup. So this is the Corniche road. It's built around the Bay of the Doha. It's 7 kilometers. So the Doha city is the capital city of Qatar, situated in middle of the east coast of the Qatar Peninsula. So the Doha city is around 132 square kilometers, combining with two municipalities, Doha and Al Rayyan. Al Rayyan is housing to the majority of the population. Around 60% people from the total population, they are living and working in Doha city. So the name Doha also coming from the Arabic word Dohat. So Dohat meaning the roundness of the bay. So on the left side you can see one of the majlis, the sitting area on the left side. So the sitting area is built as a tribute to the Emir, so he can sit with his family and with the other ministers when there is any special events going on this road, especially the National Day Military Parade, every December 18. On the right side you can see the emblem now, it's getting a shape of number 8.
Hello, yeah. So just like he's saying about the 8 logo sign, that is the Qatar emblem that's located in the waters of the Persian Gulf. It's also called the Arabian Gulf. As you can see, the beautiful waters right there. And this area is also called Palm Tree Island, or you can just call it Palm Island, and it sits directly in the bay facing the Doha Corniche. It's a waterfront, and it's a road in Doha, Qatar as well. And yeah, you guys can see how beautiful the whole scenery is. We're going to be getting towards an area with skyscrapers and everything. One thing I did like about Doha is just the tranquility, just peaceful vibes here. It didn't seem like there was like a war going on while I was here, and that kind of stood out to me a lot, because I feel like the city does a lot to kind of make people feel safe here, even with everything going on right now in the Middle East. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think about this views right now.
So this is now we are entering to the new commercial and business district of Doha. So on the left side, the building with the lights, you can see this is one of the new building actually, Emir Tower. It's not completed though, so even still on the left side. So this is a commercial building. So this old area was started to build from year 2000 onwards. So from year 2000 onwards, there are like more than 150 towers are here. Most of the buildings are commercial buildings, homes to the major oil and gas companies, ministries, other government officers, other high-profile private companies, and there are 5-star hotels and residential apartments are also here.
Yeah, so yeah, these are beautiful structures and skyscrapers, but I want to use this opportunity to also kind of like get into what my videos are all about. So I'm not just going to be showing you guys content about skyscrapers. We're going to talk about how, you know, Qatar, you know, you guys know Qatar used
with the blue light is the World Trade Center Tower, and the next to that there is the Doha Tower, the like a silver color one. It's a commercial building, and in between the purple lights one there's a Tornado Tower, and the other purple one here, the next on the left, this is a public prosecution, the government office. So this area, most of the buildings are government offices and commercial buildings only.
You know, Qatar, you know, you guys know Qatar used to be under the British protectorate, just like most other countries that didn't have a strong military. Obviously in Africa, you know, Ghana, Nigeria, you know, South Africa, obviously with the Dutch.
So the right
you know,
side you can see there is
Virgin
one of the
Islands
buildings
and
like
Jamaica.
pyramid one, that is Sheraton Grand Hotel. So that was the first building actually they was built here. It was started to build in 1979 and it was opened in 1983 as a first 5-star hotel in Doha. And then the left side you can see it's a Doha Exhibition and Conference Center. And the right side also you can see one of the building with the blue lights. That's like one of the conference hall by the Sheraton Grand Hotel. It's the blue one has become red now.
Yeah, so what the driver is talking about this, you can see that pyramid castle. It's a little like orange red right now. Orangish red is gonna change to blue in a few seconds right now. Just watch. It goes from purple to blue. Yeah, blue. Yeah, it's blue now. Okay. Yeah. So the point of the matter is this. So one thing I want to say about Qatar is like I'm kind of impressed with the way they like took, you know, this used to be a desert, by the way, guys, and they took they found LNG, which is liquefied natural gas, and they ran with it. You know, they turned that into an economy and got made so much money from it, got that GDP strong, currency strong. Obviously the foreign net exports was high now because of the income coming in. And they use that money to, you know, to double up their infrastructure, triple it up, build the tourism, and you know, look, Qatar is, you know, they actually just hosted the World Cup that won in 2022. So you know, they took money underneath their land and turned it around. You know, so this is something like a lot of developing countries should learn. Like Qatar used to be under the Royal Navy, the British Empire, you know, just like probably maybe 60 years ago, and they got independent, and now look at them right now. So you can't just keep saying, oh, you know, I used to be, you know, I used to be under, you know, the UK or the Americas or China or whatever. You gotta, you know, you gotta make something for yourself, you know. But let me you guys tell me what you think about that. You guys think, just leave in the comments what you think.
On the right side you can see this is we are on the center of the city now. On the right side, the first row of the buildings is one of the, it's like mostly the commercial buildings and government offices, but inside they are mostly located with 5-star hotels and residential apartments. On the left side, you can see there are 3 hotels, 5-star hotels. Limadian, JW Marcus and City Center Rotana on the left side. On the left side, you can see there is the City Center Doha shopping mall. So the City Center Doha shopping mall is one of the oldest shopping mall in the city. It was opened in 2001 actually, and it still is one of the main shopping mall in Doha. So in Doha, like in Qatar, we have like around more than 20 shopping malls are there. Most of them are located out of the city near to the residential areas.
Yes, yes, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful tour of this beautiful country in Qatar. And one thing I want you guys to also understand is like, if you can notice, a lot of the building, they have a different design to it. It's kind of like a very Arabic architecture, and lots of skyscrapers. And if you guys don't notice, though, Qatar, they hosted the last World Cup, and it was actually a success. Actually, the World Cup before this one, actually, so 2022. And I'm here. Obviously, you guys know what's going on in the Middle East right now. Qatar has experienced some casual, I wouldn't say casual, I would say military fire, obviously from Iran with the war going on right now. But they're still standing, you know. So that's one thing about an economy that's at the point of civilization, right? So they can withstand, economic pressure, military pressure, and come back. So yeah, one thing that we can learn, from everything that's going on right now is that you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for all forms of pressure, all forms of emergencies, and whatever. Same thing with like real estate. You gotta be prepared. You gotta know your numbers, and you just gotta know what's going on. You can't just be just doing whatever you want to do. But yeah, we'll come back to this.
So this is now we are entering to the north side of the city. On the right side, you can see there is a wall. Inside this wall, there is a complex that belongs to the royal family of Qatar. In the left side also, you can see there are some individual houses belongs to some local Qatari houses, families. And in the left side, now you can see one of the monument is coming up. So you can see it will come on your left side. This is Al-Wahda Arch. So this Al-Wahda Arch is the largest monument that we have in the country right now. It's 100-meter height and 147-meter wide, built by 9,000 tons of steel. Al-Wahda Arch. So this Al-Wahda Arch also designed as a piece of fishing net. So this shape of piece of fishing net they was carrying while they went for the pearl diving to collect the oysters. And it's also built by dedicating to the heritage of pearl diving industry. So on the left side you can see there is a diplomatic residential area on the left side. They are located all the embassies and government official houses. side you can see some of the towers behind this hall. So this hall is one of the exhibition center, like the old one. It's not in mostly use now. But behind the buildings are Qatar residential area. There are 2 5-star hotels and 3 towers as residential apartments are located.
Yes, guys. So we're gonna be talking about some facts about Qatar, Doha. You know, I love Doha. This is like my 3rd time here. I was here for the World Cup in 2022, and yeah, it was a beautiful experience. During the daytime, different cultures, obviously. But one thing I want to talk about is that Doha. You know, this used to be actually like a very they were not very like successful as it is right now. And also one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that, like, you gotta understand, like, I know I've said this already, I keep saying it, but this is 50 years in making. So it's basically, my point is, anything is possible if you put your mind into it. But anyways, back to the video.
So here on the right side you can see this first 3 towers are residential apartments, and then behind that there is 2 5-star hotels, St. Regis Doha and Intercontinental Doha. Here on the right side you can see the Intercontinental Doha, St. Regis actually.
Yeah, look at this property right here. This is St. Regis. Obviously, you guys can see that this is definitely like, it's a foreign, obviously maybe Western infrastructure here. So the point I'm trying to make is, like, the investment here is like very profitable. You know, a lot of people look down on like Middle East investment, but I can tell you right now, if you invest here, like, I know there's, like, you know, times where they have, you know, some kind of like conflicts and stuff, but look at the boats, look at the ships, man. You know, sorry, the boats and everything. Like, you know, these are things you can rent out. These things out. You know, people pay, you know, luxurious prices out here. You know, if you get property right here right now, you know, you are just like investing, you know, for your future. Cause, like, look at all these right here. People are gonna come back to the Middle East in the future, obviously, but yeah. St. Regis is it's a foreign entity, and they invest in here as well, so that gives you signs. Back to the video. I think this is my last spot.
So this is now we are entering to the Qatar cultural village. On the left side you can see there's a mountain range coming up. These are the man-made hills are here. So top of this hill on the left side is one of the 5-star hotels. So this Qatar cultural village, it was opened in 2010 actually, and this is the place where they having all the cultural, traditional and educational events and exhibitions. So most of the events and exhibitions are here happening from October to March is the time for the events and exhibitions. So this cultural village is competing with also multi-purpose exhibition centers, cinemas, theaters, theater halls, and there are some workshops and learning centers are also here. So this culture village is competing with also, like, there is a public beach on the right side, and there's a planetarium, open amphitheater and shopping mall. So all kind of business are here. So this is one of the busiest place in the country during the season actually.
And now the Qatar video was very entertaining, very informational. I showed you guys all the beautiful areas, the tourist attractions. You guys saw the towers and everything. You know, obviously the Qatar symbol, the emblem for the World Cup. And we're about to actually get into the downtown area. I'm gonna show you guys the nightlife. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe. Real estate content, culture, travel. We traveling the whole world. I got a lot of stuff coming for you guys. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna be talking. We're gonna be conversating. You guys give us. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Let me know what you guys think about countries developing and countries not developing. Let's get into let's talk. I want to talk to you guys. Leave in the comment section. Comment what where do you want me to go next? But yeah, I'm gonna show you downtown, and yeah, like this video and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next
we are
video.
going to walk into the culture village. Okay, let's go.